Music has been a fundamental part of human culture and society for millennia. Its ability to evoke emotions, create mood, and even alter consciousness has been recognized since ancient times. In recent years, scientific research has begun to unravel the profound effects that music can have on the brain and how it can shape our consciousness. One of the most intriguing aspects of music is its ability to influence our brainwave patterns. Brainwaves are the electrical impulses that are constantly being produced by our brains and are associated with different states of consciousness. There are several types of brainwaves, including delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma, each associated with different levels of awareness and activity. Studies have shown that certain types of music can influence our brainwave patterns, leading to changes in our state of consciousness. For example, music with a slow tempo and low pitch tends to induce a state of relaxation associated with alpha and theta brainwaves. This type of music is often used in meditation and yoga practices to help people achieve a state of deep relaxation and inner peace. On the other hand, music with a fast tempo and high pitch tends to stimulate the brain, leading to an increase in beta brainwaves. This type of music is often used in dance clubs and exercise classes to energize and motivate people. Interestingly, certain types of music, such as binaural beats, have been shown to entrain the brain to specific frequencies, leading to changes in consciousness. Binaural beats are a form of auditory illusion that occurs when two slightly different frequencies are played in each ear. The brain perceives a third frequency, known as the binaural beat, which corresponds to the difference between the two frequencies. For example, if a 400HZ tone is played in one ear and a 4100HZ tone is played in the other ear, the brain will perceive a binaural beat of 10HZ. Research has shown that listening to binaural beats can lead to changes in brainwave patterns with the potential to induce states of relaxation, focus, or even altered states of consciousness. Some studies suggest that binaural beats can help reduce anxiety, improve focus and concentration, and even enhance creativity. Timing and entrainment are fundamental aspects of human experience that play a crucial role in shaping our perception of reality. From the rhythms of our heartbeat to the cycles of day and night, timing and entrainment influence every aspect of our lives. In this discourse, we will explore the profound impact that timing and entrainment have on our minds and bodies, and how we can harness this power to enhance our well-being and expand our consciousness. Timing is the synchronization of events in relation to each other and to external rhythms and cycles. It is fundamental to our experience of the world, influencing everything from our sleep-wake cycles to our ability to perform complex tasks. Our bodies are naturally attuned to certain rhythms, such as the circadian rhythm that governs our sleep-wake cycle, and the ultradian rhythm that regulates our body's internal processes throughout the day. Entrainment is the process by which one rhythm or cycle synchronizes with another. It is a fundamental principle of nature, governing everything from the synchronization of fireflies flashing lights to the entrainment of our brainwaves to the rhythms of music. Entrainment is a powerful force that can influence our physical, mental, and emotional states, leading to profound changes in consciousness. One of the most well-known examples of entrainment is the synchronization of women's menstrual cycles when they live in close proximity to each other. This phenomenon, known as the McClintock effect, demonstrates the power of entrainment to influence our biological rhythms and cycles. Similarly, the synchronization of circadian rhythms in animals and humans to the cycles of day and night illustrates the profound impact that external rhythms can have on our internal processes. In addition to biological rhythms, entrainment also plays a crucial role in the synchronization of brainwave patterns. Studies have shown that certain types of music, such as binaural beats, can entrain the brain to specific frequencies, leading to changes in consciousness. For example, listening to binaural beats at a frequency of 10 Hz can entrain the brain to produce more alpha waves, leading to a state of deep relaxation and meditation. Light is not only a physical phenomenon, but also a powerful force that shapes our consciousness and perception of the world. From the first rays of dawn to the fading twilight, light influences our mood, energy levels, and even our sense of time. In this discourse, we will explore the profound impact that light has on our consciousness and how we can harness its power to awaken to higher states of being. Light is essential for life on Earth, providing the energy needed for plants to grow and thrive. But light is not just a source of physical energy, it also has a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being. The quality and quantity of light we are exposed to can have a significant impact on our mood, energy levels, and overall health. One of the most well-known effects of light on consciousness is its impact on our sleep-wake cycle. Our bodies are naturally attuned to the cycles of day and night, known as the circadian rhythm. Exposure to natural light during the day helps regulate our internal clock, promoting wakefulness and alertness. In contrast, exposure to artificial light at night, especially blue light from screens, can disrupt our sleep patterns, leading to insomnia and other sleep disorders. But light does not just affect our sleep patterns, it also influences our mood and emotional state. Exposure to natural light has been shown to improve mood and increase feelings of well-being, while lack of exposure to natural light can lead to depression and other mood disorders. This is because natural light helps regulate the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in regulating mood. In addition to its impact on mood and sleep, light also has a profound effect on our perception of time. Studies have shown that exposure to bright light can alter our perception of time, making it seem to pass more quickly. This is because light influences the production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates our internal clock. When we are exposed to bright light, our bodies produce less melatonin, leading to a sense of increased alertness and a perception of time passing more quickly. The impact of light on consciousness goes beyond its effects on mood, sleep, and perception of time. Light also plays a crucial role in our spiritual and emotional well-being. Many spiritual traditions and practices emphasize the importance of light as a symbol of enlightenment and spiritual awakening. For example, in Hinduism and Buddhism, light is often used as a metaphor for the inner light of consciousness that illuminates the path to enlightenment. In modern times, scientists are beginning to uncover the mechanisms behind the impact of light on consciousness. Research has shown that light influences the production of neurotransmitters and hormones that regulate mood, sleep, and other aspects of consciousness. For example, exposure to natural light increases the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that promotes feelings of well-being and happiness. Stress is a common aspect of modern life, affecting individuals on various levels physically, mentally, and emotionally. While stress is often associated with its negative impacts such as anxiety and health issues, its role in blocking wealth is lesser known yet significant. In this discourse, we will explore the intricate relationship between stress and wealth, uncovering how stress can be a major obstacle to achieving financial abundance. Before delving into its effects on wealth, it's crucial to understand what stress is and how it manifests. Stress is the body's natural response to challenges or threats, triggering the release of hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. While this response is essential for survival in threatening situations, prolonged or chronic stress can have detrimental effects on health and well-being. One of the key ways in which stress impacts wealth is through its effect on decision-making. Chronic stress can impair cognitive function, making it difficult to focus, think clearly, and make sound financial decisions. This can lead to impulsive or irrational choices regarding investments, spending, and savings, ultimately hindering wealth accumulation. Another way in which stress can block wealth is through its impact on emotional spending. Many people turn to retail therapy or indulgent purchases as a coping mechanism for stress, seeking temporary relief from their emotional discomfort. However, this behavior can lead to overspending, debt accumulation, and financial instability in the long run. Stress can also influence lifestyle choices that impact financial health, such as unhealthy eating habits, lack of exercise, and poor sleep patterns. These lifestyle factors can contribute to health issues that require costly medical interventions, further straining financial resources. The nature of wealth and abundance. When we think of wealth, we often associate it with material possessions, such as money, cars, and houses. While these are certainly aspects of wealth, true abundance encompasses much more. Abundance is a state of mind and being where we feel fulfilled, content, and grateful for all aspects of our lives. In the quantum field, where all possibilities exist, abundance is the natural state. There is no scarcity or lack, there is only an infinite supply of energy and potential waiting to be tapped into. However, many of us have been conditioned to believe in scarcity and limitation. We are bombarded with messages that tell us we need to compete for resources, that there is not enough to go around. This mindset of lack can block the flow of abundance into our lives. The power of emotions in creating our reality. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they are powerful energetic vibrations that we emit into the quantum field. These vibrations attract similar frequencies and manifest corresponding experiences in our lives. For example, if we are constantly feeling anxious and fearful about money, we are sending out a signal of lack and scarcity. As a result, we will continue to experience financial difficulties. On the other hand, when we are in a state of gratitude and abundance, we emit high-frequency vibrations that attract more positive experiences into our lives. This is why it's so important to be mindful of our emotions and to choose thoughts and feelings that align with the reality we wish to create. Now let's discuss how attachment to past experiences and beliefs can block our wealth. Many of us carry emotional baggage from the past, feelings of guilt, shame, anger, or resentment. These emotions create energetic blocks that prevent the flow of abundance into our lives. When we hold on to these negative emotions, we are essentially telling the universe that we are not deserving of wealth and abundance. Furthermore, our beliefs about money and success can also block our wealth. If we have been conditioned to believe that money is scarce, or that success is only for the lucky few, we will continue to attract these limiting beliefs into our lives. It's essential to examine our beliefs about money and success and to let go of any that no longer serve us. So how do we unblock our wealth and abundance? The key is to let go of these negative emotions and beliefs. This doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing them, it means acknowledging them and releasing them with love and compassion. By letting go, we create space for new, positive experiences to enter our lives. One powerful way to let go is through the practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others, it's about releasing ourselves from the burden of carrying anger and resentment. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the past and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Another important aspect of letting go is releasing the need for external validation. Many of us seek approval and validation from others, believing that it will make us feel worthy and successful. However, true worth and success come from within. By letting go of the need for external validation, we can tap into our inner power and create our reality from a place of authenticity and self-love. The practice of gratitude and joy and their transformative power in our lives. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our lives, no matter how small. It's about shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have, from scarcity to abundance. Joy, on the other hand, is a deep sense of happiness and contentment that comes from within, independent of external circumstances. When we practice gratitude and joy, we are essentially tuning into the frequency of abundance and positivity. We are telling the universe that we are grateful for what we have and open to receiving more. This positive energy attracts more positive experiences into our lives, creating a cycle of abundance and joy. The practice of gratitude and joy is not just a feel-good exercise, it has real, tangible effects on our physical and mental well-being. Scientific research has shown that practicing gratitude can improve our mood, reduce stress, and even boost our immune system. When we are in a state of gratitude, our brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals that promote happiness and well-being. Similarly, experiencing joy has been linked to a host of health benefits, including lower blood pressure, reduced risk of heart disease, and improved mental health. When we are joyful, our body releases endorphins, which are natural painkillers and mood elevators. By cultivating a sense of gratitude and joy, we are not only improving our quality of life, but also enhancing our overall health and well-being. So how can we cultivate gratitude and joy in our daily lives? One simple practice is to keep a gratitude journal, where we write down 3 things we are grateful for each day. This practice helps us focus on the positive aspects of our lives and trains our brain to see the good in every situation. Neural pathways are the connections in our brain that are formed by repeated thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. These pathways shape our beliefs and perceptions about money and wealth. For example, if we grew up believing that money is scarce and hard to come by, our brain would have formed neural pathways that reinforce this belief. These neural pathways are like highways in our brain, dictating how we think, feel, and act in relation to money. However, the brain is highly adaptable, and these pathways can be rewired through conscious effort and intention. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections in response to learning, experience, or injury. This concept is fundamental to the process of rewiring the brain for wealth. When we engage in new thoughts, emotions, and behaviors related to money, we create new neural pathways in our brain. These pathways strengthen with repetition, eventually replacing old, limiting beliefs about money with new, empowering ones. Neuroplasticity shows us that our brains are not fixed but malleable, and that we have the power to change our relationship with wealth by rewiring our neural pathways. To rewire our brains for wealth, we must first identify and understand the limiting beliefs that are holding us back. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained and can be challenging to change, but with awareness and intention, it is possible. Using positive affirmations to reprogram our subconscious mind with new beliefs about money. Visualizing ourselves as wealthy and successful, creating a mental image of the life we desire. Practicing gratitude for the abundance in our lives, shifting our focus from lack to abundance. Our minds are constantly active, generating a stream of thoughts and emotions that shape our perceptions and experiences. However, not all thoughts are beneficial or true. Many of our thoughts are conditioned by past experiences, beliefs, and societal influences, leading to patterns of thinking that may not serve our highest good. Becoming the observer of our thoughts involves stepping back from this stream of thoughts and observing them with a sense of detachment. Instead of identifying with our thoughts and allowing them to control us, we observe them as a neutral observer, recognizing that we are not our thoughts but the awareness behind them. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment. It is a powerful tool for becoming the observer of our thoughts, as it allows us to cultivate a state of non-judgmental awareness. Through mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts as they arise without getting caught up in them or reacting impulsively. This practice helps us develop a greater sense of self-awareness and a deeper understanding of the underlying causes of our thoughts and emotions. Detachment is a key aspect of becoming the observer of our thoughts. It involves stepping back from our thoughts and emotions, creating a sense of space between ourselves and our inner experiences. This space allows us to respond to our thoughts and emotions more skillfully, rather than reacting unconsciously. Detachment does not mean suppressing or denying our thoughts and emotions. Instead, it involves acknowledging them without attachment or aversion, allowing them to come and go without clinging to them or identifying with them. By observing our thoughts, we gain insight into our patterns of thinking and behavior, allowing us to make conscious choices that align with our values and goals. As we become the observer of our thoughts, it is important to cultivate self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially when we are facing difficult thoughts or emotions. Instead of judging ourselves for our thoughts or trying to suppress them, we can offer ourselves compassion and reassurance, acknowledging that it is natural to have such thoughts and that we are not alone in our struggles. The incredible power your mind holds in creating wealth and abundance in your life. Many people underestimate the influence their thoughts and emotions have on their financial situation. They may believe that wealth is determined by external factors such as luck or circumstance, but in reality, your inner world shapes your outer world. Think of your mind as a powerful generator, constantly emitting a frequency that attracts similar energies. When you think positive, abundant thoughts, you emit a high-frequency signal that resonates with wealth and abundance. Conversely, negative thoughts and emotions emit a low-frequency signal that repels wealth. This concept is based on the law of attraction, which states that like attracts like. In other words, the energy you put out into the universe is the energy you attract back to yourself. If you want to attract wealth, you must first align your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the frequency of abundance. To do this, start by becoming more aware of your thoughts and the emotions they evoke. Notice if you tend to dwell on thoughts of lack, scarcity, or financial struggle. These thoughts are like seeds that, when planted in the fertile soil of your mind, grow into the reality you experience. Now imagine planting seeds of abundance instead. Picture yourself living a life of financial freedom, where money flows effortlessly into your life. Visualize yourself surrounded by luxury and prosperity. By consistently focusing on these positive images, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind to attract wealth. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. They have the ability to shape your reality. By aligning your thoughts with the energy of abundance, you can begin to manifest wealth into your life. Negative emotions such as fear, doubt, and scarcity can act as powerful blockers to wealth creation. When you experience these emotions, you emit a low-frequency signal that repels abundance. Instead of attracting wealth, you attract more lack and scarcity into your life. When you feel fearful about your financial future, you are sending a signal to the universe that you lack financial security. As a result, the universe responds by bringing more situations into your life that confirm your fears. To break free from this cycle, you must first become aware of the negative emotions that are holding you back. Notice when these emotions arise and observe how they influence your thoughts and actions. Once you are aware of these patterns, you can begin to change them. One powerful technique for releasing negative emotions is through meditation. Meditation allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, helping you to let go of the negative energy that is blocking your wealth. Another technique is to practice gratitude. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your energy from lack to abundance. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your ability to attract wealth into your life. Your unconscious thoughts, beliefs, and conditioning also play a significant role in shaping your financial reality. These are the thoughts that operate below your conscious awareness but still have a profound impact on your behavior and decisions. For example, if you were raised in an environment where money was scarce, you may have developed unconscious beliefs such as money is hard to come by or I'll never be wealthy. These beliefs can act as powerful blockers to wealth creation, as they influence your behavior and decisions without you even realizing it. To overcome these unconscious blocks, you must first become aware of them. This requires introspection and self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts and beliefs that surface when you think about money. Are they empowering or limiting? Once you are aware of these unconscious blocks, you can begin to challenge and change them. Affirmations can be a powerful tool for reprogramming your subconscious mind. By repeating positive statements such as "I am worthy of wealth" or "money flows to me easily and effortlessly," you can begin to shift your beliefs about money. One of the most common blocks to wealth creation is limiting beliefs about money. These are beliefs that hold you back from achieving your full financial potential. Examples of limiting beliefs include: money is the root of all evil. I don't deserve to be wealthy. I'll never be able to make enough money to live comfortably. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained and can be challenging to change. However, with awareness and effort, it is possible to overcome them. One technique for identifying and changing limiting beliefs is through journaling. Take some time to write down your beliefs about money. Be honest with yourself and don't hold back. Once you have identified your limiting beliefs, challenge them. Ask yourself if these beliefs are serving you or holding you back. Are they based on fact or fear? Are there alternative beliefs that would better serve you? By questioning your beliefs and replacing them with more empowering ones, you can begin to shift your mindset towards wealth and abundance. Visualization is a powerful tool for manifesting wealth and abundance in your life. When you visualize, you create a mental image of the reality you want to create. This sends a powerful signal to your subconscious mind, which then works to align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with that reality. To effectively visualize wealth, start by creating a clear mental image of what wealth looks and feels like to you. Imagine yourself living in a luxurious home, driving your dream car, and enjoying financial freedom. Picture these scenes as vividly as possible, using all your senses to make them feel real. As you visualize, focus on the emotions of joy, gratitude, and abundance. Feel the excitement of achieving your financial goals, and let that feeling fill your entire being. By consistently visualizing wealth and abundance, you are programming your subconscious mind to attract these experiences into your life. Gratitude is another essential element in attracting wealth. When you are grateful for what you already have, you create a positive vibration that attracts more abundance into your life. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, which in turn opens the door to receiving more. To cultivate gratitude, start by making a list of all the things you are grateful for in your life. This could include your health, your relationships, your job, or anything else that brings you joy. Take time each day to reflect on these blessings and express gratitude for them. Practicing gratitude also helps you maintain a positive attitude, even in challenging times. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your energy from negativity to positivity, which can help you attract more positive experiences into your life. It's attachment to past experiences and beliefs. When you are attached to the past, you are living in a state of resistance to change. This resistance creates a barrier to wealth and abundance, as it prevents you from embracing new opportunities and experiences. An attachment to the past can take many forms. It could be holding on to past failures or traumas, clinging to outdated beliefs about money, or simply being unwilling to let go of old habits and patterns. Whatever form it takes, attachment to the past keeps you stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. To break free from this cycle, you must first become aware of your attachments. Notice when you are holding on to past experiences or beliefs, and ask yourself if they are serving you. If not, make a conscious effort to let them go. Attachment to the past blocks wealth by keeping you stuck in old patterns and preventing you from embracing new opportunities. When you are attached to past failures or traumas, you are constantly reliving them in your mind. This creates a negative energy that repels wealth and abundance. Attachment to outdated beliefs about money also blocks wealth by limiting your ability to see new possibilities. If you believe that money is scarce or that you will never be wealthy, you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your beliefs shape your reality, so it's essential to let go of limiting beliefs and embrace new. empowering ones. The process of letting go of attachment to the past begins with awareness. Notice when you are holding on to past experiences or beliefs and acknowledge that they are no longer serving you. Then make a conscious decision to let them go. One effective way to let go of attachment is through meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet your mind and let go of negative thoughts and emotions. By practicing meditation regularly, you can cultivate a sense of inner peace and detachment from the past. To attract wealth, you must also embrace a new identity. Instead of seeing yourself as someone who struggles with money, see yourself as someone who is abundant and prosperous. This shift in identity will help you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with wealth. One way to embrace a new identity is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to reinforce a new belief or mindset. For example, you could say, "I am worthy of wealth," or "money flows to me easily and effortlessly." By repeating these affirmations regularly, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind and align yourself with the frequency of abundance. To truly grasp the impact of familiarity on our lives, we must first delve into the intricate workings of our brain. Our brain is a marvel of evolution capable of incredible feats of memory, learning, and adaptation. One of its most remarkable abilities is its knack for recognizing and responding to familiar patterns in our environment. From an evolutionary standpoint, this ability makes perfect sense. Our ancestors lived in a world fraught with dangers, where the ability to quickly recognize familiar threats could mean the difference between life and death. As a result, our brains have become finely tuned to seek out and respond to the familiar, as it often represents safety and security. This preference for the familiar is deeply ingrained in our neural pathways. When we encounter something familiar, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine response reinforces the neural pathways associated with the familiar, making us more likely to repeat the behavior or thought pattern that led to the familiar outcome. While this response was incredibly beneficial for our ancestors who needed to navigate a dangerous world, it can be less helpful in our modern, more complex society. Today, many of the threats our ancestors faced have been mitigated, yet our brains still cling to the familiar as a source of comfort and security. This preference for the familiar can manifest in many aspects of our lives, including our relationships, our careers, and even our beliefs about money and abundance. For example, if we grew up in an environment where money was scarce, we may have developed a belief that wealth is elusive or even unattainable. This belief becomes familiar to us, and our brain's dopamine response reinforces it, making it difficult to imagine a reality where wealth is abundant and accessible. If we've spent years in a job that no longer fulfills us, our brain may resist any attempts to change careers, as the familiar patterns associated with our current job feel safe and predictable. This resistance can manifest as fear, doubt, or a lack of belief in our ability to succeed in a new career path. Our brain's preference for the familiar can act as a barrier to change and growth, particularly when it comes to attracting wealth and abundance. If we're too attached to the familiar patterns in our lives, we may inadvertently block the flow of wealth and abundance into our lives, as our brain resists any changes that could lead to a different outcome. The brain's response to familiarity. Let's explore how this phenomenon can impact our ability to attract wealth and abundance into our lives. As we discussed earlier, our brains are wired to seek out the familiar as it represents safety and security. However, when it comes to wealth and abundance, this preference for the familiar can actually work against us. Imagine that you have a deeply ingrained belief that money is hard to come by and that you'll never be truly wealthy. This belief has become familiar to you, reinforced over years of conditioning and experience. Every time you encounter a new opportunity or idea that could potentially lead to greater wealth, your brain's familiarity response kicks in, warning you that this new opportunity is unfamiliar and therefore potentially dangerous. This resistance to the unfamiliar can manifest in a variety of ways. You may find yourself procrastinating on taking action towards your financial goals or dismissing new ideas and opportunities without giving them a fair chance. You may also experience feelings of doubt, fear, or unworthiness when it comes to attracting wealth and abundance into your life. Our attachment to familiar patterns can keep us stuck in cycles of lack and limitation. If we're constantly focused on our current circumstances, lamenting what we don't have or what we haven't achieved, we're sending a signal to the universe that we're content with our current level of wealth and abundance. This signal can act as a block, preventing the flow of greater wealth and abundance into our lives. In essence, our attachment to the familiar can create a barrier between us and the wealth and abundance we desire. If we're too comfortable with our current circumstances, our brains will resist any changes that could lead to greater wealth, keeping us stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. Releasing attachment to the familiar is a process that requires self-awareness, intention, and a willingness to embrace change. It involves identifying the familiar patterns and beliefs that are holding us back and consciously choosing to let them go. Here are some practical strategies for releasing attachment to the familiar and opening ourselves up to greater wealth and abundance. Releasing attachment to the familiar is to become aware of the patterns and beliefs that are holding us back. This requires a deep level of self-reflection and introspection. Take some time to examine your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors around money and abundance. Notice any patterns of scarcity or lack that may be present. Once you've identified the familiar patterns and beliefs that are holding you back, challenge them. Ask yourself if these beliefs are serving you or if they're keeping you stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. Be willing to let go of beliefs that no longer serve you and replace them with beliefs that support your desire for greater wealth and abundance. Gratitude is a powerful tool for releasing attachment to the familiar. By focusing on what you're grateful for in your life right now, you can shift your perspective from one of lack to one of abundance. Make a daily practice of writing down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Visualization is a powerful technique for releasing attachment to the familiar and creating a new vision for your life. Take some time each day to visualize yourself living a life of wealth and abundance. Imagine how it would feel to have all the wealth you desire and allow yourself to fully embody those feelings. Once you've visualized your ideal future, take inspired action towards making it a reality. This might involve setting financial goals, creating a budget, or exploring new income opportunities. Trust that the universe will support you in your efforts and be open to receiving the wealth and abundance that comes your way. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can become more aware of the familiar patterns and beliefs that are holding you back and choose to respond to them in a different way. Surround yourself with people and environments that support your desire for greater wealth and abundance. Avoid negative influences that reinforce the familiar patterns of lack and limitation. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that inspire and uplift you. Embracing the unknown is a transformative practice that can help us release attachment to the familiar and open ourselves up to new possibilities. It requires a willingness to let go of our need for certainty and control, and to trust in the process of life. Here are some ways to embrace the unknown and attract greater wealth and abundance into your life. One of the biggest barriers to embracing the unknown is our desire for control. We often cling to the familiar because it gives us a sense of security and predictability. However, true wealth and abundance lie beyond our comfort zones. By letting go of our need for control and embracing the uncertainty of life, we can open ourselves up to new opportunities and experiences. Trust is a key component of embracing the unknown. Trust that the universe has your best interests at heart and that everything is unfolding as it should. When you trust in the universe, you open yourself up to a world of unlimited possibilities and abundance. Surrendering is the act of letting go of resistance and allowing things to unfold naturally. It involves releasing attachment to specific outcomes and trusting that the universe will guide you in the right direction. By practicing surrender, you can release the grip of the familiar and open yourself up to new experiences and opportunities. Embracing the unknown often requires us to step out of our comfort zones and try new things. This could be as simple as trying a new hobby or as bold as starting a new business. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you can expand your horizons and attract new opportunities into your life. Approach life with a sense of adventure and curiosity. Instead of fearing the unknown, see it as an opportunity for growth and discovery. Embrace new experiences with an open heart and a willingness to learn, and you'll be amazed at the wealth and abundance that flows into your life. Gratitude is a powerful tool for attracting wealth and abundance into your life. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you can shift your perspective from one of lack to one of abundance. Make a daily practice of expressing gratitude for the blessings in your life, and watch as more blessings flow into your life. Fear is often the biggest obstacle to embracing the unknown. We fear the unknown because it represents a departure from the familiar and the comfortable. However, by releasing fear and trusting in the process of life, we can open ourselves up to new experiences and attract greater wealth and abundance into our lives. To truly understand how familiarity impacts our lives, we must delve into the complexities of our brains. Our brains are marvels of evolution, capable of extraordinary feats of memory, learning, and adaptation. One of their most remarkable abilities is recognizing and responding to familiar patterns in our environment. From an evolutionary perspective, this ability is crucial. Our ancestors lived in perilous times where recognizing familiar threats quickly could mean survival. Thus, our brains evolved to seek out and respond to the familiar, as it often signaled safety and security. This preference for the familiar is deeply rooted in our neural pathways. When we encounter something familiar, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine response strengthens the neural pathways linked to the familiar, making us more likely to repeat the behavior or thought pattern that led to the familiar outcome. While this response was vital for our ancestors who faced life-threatening situations, it can be less beneficial in our modern, more complex world. Many of the threats our ancestors faced have diminished, yet our brains still cling to the familiar as a source of comfort and security. This preference for the familiar can affect various aspects of our lives, including relationships, careers, and beliefs about money and abundance. For instance, if we grew up in an environment where money was scarce, we might believe that wealth is unattainable. This belief becomes familiar, and our brain's dopamine response reinforces it, making it challenging to imagine a reality where wealth is abundant and accessible. If we've been in a job that no longer fulfills us, our brain may resist changing careers as the familiar patterns associated with our current job feel safe and predictable. This resistance can manifest as fear, doubt, or a lack of belief in our ability to succeed in a new career path. Our brain's preference for the familiar can act as a barrier to change and growth, especially in attracting wealth and abundance. If we're too attached to familiar patterns, we may unintentionally block the flow of wealth and abundance into our lives, as our brain resists any changes that could lead to a different outcome. The brain's response to familiarity can impact our ability to attract wealth and abundance into our lives. Our brains are wired to seek out the familiar as it represents safety and security. However, when it comes to wealth and abundance, this preference for the familiar can work against us. Imagine having a deep-seated belief that money is hard to come by and that you'll never be truly wealthy. This belief becomes familiar, reinforced over years of conditioning. Every time you encounter a new opportunity or idea that could lead to greater wealth, your brain's familiarity response kicks in, warning you that this new opportunity is unfamiliar and potentially dangerous.